Hi guys, welcome back to the Bobby Brown Baseball channel. So today what I'm going to do for you guys is just show you how to properly get into your batting stance. But before I do, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below for future content just like this. So let's get into it for today. So the batting stance is very important and it's often overlooked, right? There's a lot of different details that need to be done correctly within the batting stance in order for the rest of the swing to be more efficient. So what that means is there's a whole checklist of items that you need to do correctly in your stance, and you can find those things in my book. My book is called Overcoming the Bench. There is a chapter there where it'll show you the different checklist points for your batting stance. So I want to go over some of them today for you guys. So what you're going to do in your batting stance, it's important first and foremost to get into a good balanced position, an athletic position. What I mean by that is your feet need to be nice and wide. And what I mean by your feet being wide is I want your feet wider than your shoulders. Shoulders are very important here. So now we're going to bend our knees. Our knees are not going to be out. They're going to be slightly in towards each other. That'll definitely help you tremendously with your balance. What I often see with hitters, if they stand too close with their feet together. Not very good, not very efficient. Yeah, there are some players that might stand like this in their batting stance, aka Cody Bellinger, but it's not necessarily the stance that I would want to teach a young player. So again, it's going to be a wide stance, knees bent, slightly in towards each other. Now we got to get our hands up. Our hands have got to be up. Knuckles are lined up. How we check them is we're going to get our index fingers pointed straight out just to make sure that they're pointed straight. Then they're good. You can close them. Sometimes hitters have their elbows out too far. And when you do that and you get your index fingers pointed out, they're going to be in different directions. This is not a very athletic, comfortable looking position. So let's relax a little bit. Knuckles are pointed straight. Close the fists. Hands are up, ready to go. So how high should your hands be? That's the next question. How high? So when I'm teaching a kid, just a general rule of thumb is I want your hands above your shoulder and about the same height as your ear. Okay, so once we're there, now we got to talk about the bat angle. Should we point the bat straight up? Should we have it flat? Where should it be? What angle? So what I just generally like to teach is have the knob of the bat pointed at the catcher's feet towards the ground. So you got to get that angle so it kind of looks like this right here. So I'm not pointed straight up, I'm not totally flat, I'm somewhere in between right there. So that's a good position to be in. Next thing is going to be your posture. I see kids way too often, they're in their batting stance and they're kind of hunched over right here. What that's going to do is that's going to change your eye angle right here. We want to make sure that our back is flat, we have good posture. It's as if our back is up against the wall, and this is going to allow us to keep our heads up and see the ball a little bit better coming out of that pitcher's hand opposed to being right here. All right, one of the things I see is overlooked a lot, and a lot of coaches for some reason do not fix, is the toes. I see kids standing in the batter's box with their toes pointed in different directions. We just need to keep them pointed straight. That's fine. Some kids start with an open stance. That's okay, but make sure your toes are still pointed straight. Okay. All right, the last thing is where should your weight be when you're in your batting stance? So it's definitely not going to be on your front foot. You don't necessarily going to be straight up center right now. I'm always going to tell my hitters you want your weight slightly on your back foot. So we're looking at 60% of your weight on your back foot, 40% on your front foot, and that's going to allow you to be in a more athletic power position before you actually take that swing. All right, so as you guys can see here, I have a checklist of all the items that need to be done correctly in your batting stance. Again, if you want to check out more, check out my book called Overcoming the Bench. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Please make sure you guys smash that like button down below, subscribe for future content, and remember, if I can overcome the bench, so can you.